to another stream. Today I'm going to be doing a little something different, reacting to the first ever Park Drive episode, which is now over a year old. Now you can still watch this on YouTube, this is still there, and I think the video itself is about 17 minutes long, and I'm going to react to it and see, sort of compare it to the sort of 36 to 40 minute episodes we make today, and also consist of, you know, what do I kind of think of, you know, the editing back then compared to now. So I'm going to watch everything, including the adverts, the NTV idents. Is there a PD tonight, mate? Yep, there is a PD going out tonight, and it's a pretty big episode today. Now, I won't unfortunately be able to make an episode on Thursday because I'm not going to be here. So one of the things that was going to happen in Thursday's episode is going to happen, as well as what's going to happen in today, be combined to the two, if that makes sense. So we're going to be doing like these two biggish things into one episode to make a bit of a bigger episode, and then tomorrow I've got something coming out to do with Park Drive tomorrow, which isn't a normal episode, which is also going to kind of make up for my sort of absence on Thursday, if that makes sense.
Sunday we got the
Am I caught? Am I caught in? What do you mean by that? Am I in court? Who is this? May I ask? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think, I'd like, if you just like rephrase who you are, if that makes sense.
My name's Bill Woods, mate.
Because I don't know who O'Sheen's gay. Oh, Loveridge. Oh wait, is this Harrison or Jamie? I'm guessing Harrison. Oh, Harrison. Yeah, we're in court today. We're doing the court date today. Alright, so let's go with the reaction. I'll pause this at any time as well.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there.
That voice is so cringy right now, looking back at that. It's definitely way better when Ant does the Wongi Woo voice.
You've seen this on Wongi Woo? You show my chopstick off your bum.
We do all the best of the Chinese food, like.
I tell you what I do like. I like how the Wongi Woos changed, like, the name Wongi Woos that I wrote on the advert. I like how it went from orange to yellow, and how it went from yellow to blue. And then I like how it's got all the writing on the screen. But I definitely think for the course of that advert, we could have done something. We could have decorated the takeaway a little bit more. Because it looks like he's just stood outside like an empty, meaningless building, yambling on about Chinese food.
The Chinese beef, the Chinese pork, and the Chinese chicken.
You love Wongi Woo?
And let me just get something straight. I think right now, I don't think there's such a thing as Chinese beef, Chinese pork, and Chinese chicken.
Chinese beef?
I think Chinese just use beef, pork, and chicken. Like I'm not being harsh. It's like going to America and saying I'm having a Sunday roast with American beef. You know, like we don't say when we have a Sunday roast, we don't say, well, I'm having a Sunday roast with UK beef. So I don't know why I said Chinese pork, Chinese beef. There is chicken. Yeah, but I don't think they go as Chinese chicken. I don't know.
So why don't you come down to Mr. Wongi Woo's today and get yourself some chicken? Because when you come to my restaurant, I will see you there.
I think the old adverts used to be a little bit unrealistic and cringy, whereas some of the new ones kind of get the point out a little bit more realistic. What was with that? Like, there was just a pause and then it went, aha. Well, next day on NTV we go to the Park Drive.
Is that you doing the Wongi Woo voice?
Yeah. Alright, I must say about this one, I like the fact that I put available in HD, but I definitely prefer the indents that I used today. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not as keen on this.
Sink, but will he get it sorted?
Alright, so there's something. I prefer putting the NTV logo at the other side of the screen now. I always used to do it at the right side. Now I do it at the left side. And a lot of TV channels actually have it at the left side. So I don't know why I used to do it at the right side, because it doesn't even look... It looks odd now. Like, I don't like it there now.
Oh, the music.
Alright, for starters, look, there's people flying in the air on the very first ever intro. There's Jamie and there's Martin, look. And I don't like the song. The text is too high, what says Park Drive. And I prefer the new song that we have today.
Martin, just the person
Go on,
I was
actually,
looking for.
new song.
Yo, look, man.
Right, there's one thing I will say about this scene. It goes on far too long. It's like a 5-minute scene of just them two talking in the front yard.
I really didn't want to have to, you know, I didn't really want this to come from me, but you've been having trouble with your sink recently, haven't you?
Yeah, it's got a leak and I don't know how I'm gonna live. I can't feed my family.
And there's also another thing I've noticed about early on in Park Drive as well. What you doing, bro? I'm reacting to the first episode of Park Drive. You know, we're looking back on it pretty much. Yeah, there's one thing I don't like about the beginning episodes of Park Drive. One, Martin called Steve Woods Stephen Smith in one of the early episodes. And two, he also called one of his daughters Teresa instead of Lisa. And then later on she magically changed to Lisa. And he also mentioned that they went to stay at somebody's house who never even got filmed in Park Drive, so yeah.
What's it? Big Dave, the plumber, a few times.
Big Dave only appeared in 2 episodes as well. Big Dave appeared in this episode, and he also appeared in a later episode where he was in the gym, when Martin went to the gym. The good old times, yes, the good old times, Steve. They were good times. It was just over a year ago when we just got Park Drive started. You weren't even in the series back then.
Yeah, Dave Jefferson. Yeah. Look, I didn't want to have this to you know, have this to come.
Come on, Steve Woods, spin it out. Come on, come on. I really didn't want to. Come on,
From me, but I was in the pub the other night.
That's a thing. Back then, we never even did. We never even filmed a pub for ages in Park Drive. So I'm guessing, like, back then, I'm guessing like Steve Woods would be referring to the Bell, but we just didn't film in the Bell because it wasn't built. Like, if you look in the background, you see behind the house at the end of the street, you know what's now got the missing front. And there's like a massive house there. There's nothing behind it. There's like that circle where Jamie has his house now, and that like old folks home and the church. Like, I think the only thing that's there is the church, or the church might not even be built at this point.
I'd say Friday night. And anyway, he come into the pub, and you know, the original "how are you" kind of thing. And then he got straight to the point, and basically he was more or less saying loads of things about you. And basically,
Steve Woods is a little spragger. I'll tell you that now. You could imagine him like, you could have imagined him like, oh, I really don't like that Martin, but don't tell him though, will you? Oh, yo, Martin, yeah, the other day this the plumber said he didn't like you.
Basically, how your home's a wreck and you need a new sink. And
I actually know, I do say like basically and quite a lot.
He's fed up of coming out
I want a squad match Saturday, solo match
what isn't repairable, but he's trying to
Steve Woods is dropping this plumber right in it.
Tell you that it won't be repairable, and you won't listen, and you're always calling him 24/7 and that kind of thing. And he's getting really sick. And
I have a family of 4 to feed. I have a wife.
A family of 4, and then he says he has a wife. So, like, I don't know, like, I'm guessing, I thought he would have counted the four, like Lisa, Billy, him, and Sarah.
If that's in trouble about losing a job, and I think I have a perfectly fine home. I'm good.
She's in trouble about losing a job, but we never filmed Martin's wife until Christmas Day, nearly. Which was after Lisa died. And I remember the first thing she said, I can do the voice. Martin, love, is it good news? That's the first thing that Sarah ever said in Park Drive. And I had no one to do the skin, so I got in the skin.
Fine, but all I need is to repair a stupid sink that he won't repair in the first place.
Even Martin calls his own sink a stupid sink.
I say all I can do is get Big Tommy to repair it down the road, and he'll do it.
So wait, we've never even filmed a Big Tommy down the road either, like.
Big Tommy.
Yeah, I know, like, where are all these people coming from, like?
Half the price. Then I can start feeding my family of four. I have 2 children.
Everyone knows Big Tommy.
Are getting bullied, and I don't know how I'm going to solve it because they're really getting upset about it. And also, second of all, I don't know what.
Oh, I just found a purple tactical shotgun.
Well, listen, I've got this idea, right?
I had an idea.
Is going local the best idea?
Did it
I was
hurt?
looking online last night, and there's this company which originated in Sandstone Bay.
Sandstone Bay, big shout out to Ant Chambers, Minecraft world that he never built on now.
They're like a country, you know, kind of like a countrywide, you know, kind of like business.
Countrywide, they've been to Noble City, Oakfield City, Los Ashleys, Kingston City, they've been all over.
You know, do like big plumbing, you know, big
Ash, you know my skin was used in another episode before my first. Yeah, I didn't realise. I thought it was a different skin.
Like that, do plumbing and
if I was on Minecraft, I'd show you what skin I thought he used. But I thought he used the skin from Skin Pack 1.
And basically his boiler broke, and you know, he had the same problem. Someone local wasn't doing it properly.
See, I think this scene just dragged on too much.
So he called them, he had to pay a bit more, but they got the job done, you know.
What's the name of the company again?
It's basically called EYG.
It's basically called, like, it is called that company.
Plumbing.
I just got a party invitation off the people I play Fortnite.
Gonna have to give him a ring, man, because the sink. Do you wanna pop inside?
It's probably 'cause my voice in the thing that I'm watching.
No, it's fine. I've got to get carrying on. I'm going to see my mother today. I'm going to see my mother.
He's still shooting the circle.
When see his mother, Shirley, I remember Shirley. This is when Shirley was obviously still alive. Like, jeez, man. You see, the thing is, alternatively, looking back, I would have liked to have kept Shirley in Park Drive a bit longer. But then when you look at, like, all the times Martin said, like, I can't make PD for a while. I've got busy, I've got football training, I can't make PD. So if we had have kept Shirley in Park Drive, it would have been the same for Shirley, as well as Billy, and... Do you know what I mean? Like, Shirley was the type of woman who, like, stays round Park Drive like Noreen. Like, Noreen's practically been in every single episode. She lives around the neighbourhood. She doesn't sort of move away, do runners, do something bad and has to lay low for a while. She's there, like, every day living round there. Shirley was the type of person to do the same thing. So if we had have kept her, it wouldn't have really worked out. But it's a shame because Shirley was a really good character.
Yeah, Shirley's doing fine. She just needs me to basically help her walk to the bus station.
I've said basically a few times in this scene.
You know, to catch the bus to go, you know, further into town. You know, she's having a bit of trouble walking, but it should be.
Next game after this game.
So I'll catch you in a bit anyway. I just thought I'd let you know and recommend that plumber for you. You know. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have a few words with.
Aye. If ever you need me, you know I'm only up the street and round the corner.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
catch you.
Finally, something what's true in this scene. Like, without using a wrong name or someone what's never been filmed. Steve Woods did actually live up the street and round the corner.
In a bit. Catch you in a
That's
bit,
when you do the
Martin.
face reveal.
See you later.
Bye.
What?
Ooh, babe.
I think I've done a face reveal
at 200
before.
subs. Oh.
Baby,
reveal
I
at
wanna
200
tell you
subs.
it's true. Cause I enjoy posting letters, baby. I wanna tell you it's true.
2 reveal at 4 million.
You see,
Oh,
do you know
5.
what the thing about this scene is? Is I practically do Steve Wood's voice and go, "Oh baby, I wanna tell you it's true." Then Shadow answers the door, and then I go, "Hey up there, lad." Like, I don't sing the "I wanna tell you it's true." I do my normal voice and then go, "Hey up, Shadow there, lad."
Yeah, dee running back to the van to tell you it's true. Cause I gotta work
Well,
to get
if I
my
win,
pay.
I'll let you have the next 10 million views.
Right, let's see if he's
I'm
in.
never going to win this game again.
Aye, come on, Shadow lad, open up. Big old Jamie, parcel for you.
And here's the Jamie before, when he was, you know.
Lucky.
Yeah, here's Jamie before he spoke. And Steve, this other person in the stream is Harrison. He knows exactly what you do on your channel.
Yo, parcel for you. Aye, go on, get Gannon on. Something there for you to open, kidder. Aye, aye. What is it? Something special? Are you been treating the wife again? Ah, well, you'll have to open it and find out, won't you? Anyway, keep smiling, kidder.
Oh, if I had a gun right now.
I wanna tell you it's true.
That's when Oak Manor was like completely
I
intact.
want to tell you it's true.
Like when it was a living house.
Oh baby, yeah, to tell you it's true. Got the right time to be here for the bus, mum.
Yes, no, it's 3:10 and I'm up to town to get the
He's left no weapons.
It sounds like a robot. I will bob to down to get a few groceries.
Sounds like you're just trying to pack your
No,
face.
I'm just making sure, mum, because I know your mind's not being itself recently, and with you having your fall the other day, you know, I like to make sure that you're all right.
This is when Steve Woods was
Is that where they stood out? Is that where they stood outside that building?
This is when Steve was a good boy. This is outside Spa.
Yeah, I was watching the best of Shirley the other day.
No, you sure you don't want me? Look, you don't want me to come with you, you sure?
Love, you got better things to worry about, Sonny.
Hey, all I have to do is step on that bus.
I remember that. Did you hear that ding then? I caught my foot on the edge of my bed, and I wanted to go ow like really bad, but we're in the middle of a scene, so I had to hold it in.
No, I'm back in a
Well,
second.
listen, look, you know my phone number. You remember
Yeah, my phone number. It's 0122121.
how to work that little phone, don't you?
I think so.
If there's any problems, just ring me, or if you feel like you're gonna fall, go tired, go into any form of, you know, collapse, just
Did you say you want an invite to the party, Harrison?
find a seat and sit.
2 secs then.
Down and get someone to help let me know, or try and ring me, okay?
Yes, son, what do you want for tea afternoon?
Look, you worry about your tea. I'll get some from King Kebab later on. It doesn't bother me.
King Kebab is pure junk, my friend.
I think that's why no one's ever hardly been to it in Park Drive, because all them episodes back, Shirley was right. King Kebab is pure junk. The only ever time it was mentioned is when Martin went there on Noreen's House Fire episode.
You want some nutrition and protein like your mom said so.
Look, you worry about yourself, okay? You spent God knows how many years worrying about me, okay? As I say, I'll just get me and the kids something a bit later on, you know. And then I've got
to get some birthday cards for Noreen across the road.
Yeah.
Thanks, love.
Alright, well.
Alright, so there is a mention to Noreen's birthday, so Noreen's birthday must be soon. So I reckon, because obviously this would be on the something of October. So I reckon her birthday would have been soon. So we need to make it soon.
Sure you'll be alright?
Yeah, the bus will be here any minute, so shoot. Make yourself scarce, boy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, love.
We'll be soon now.
Hey, it's the plumber. That was Ant coughing, by the way.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm here about the sink.
Yeah, we need to talk. I think I want to switch company. I'm not happy with your services right now.
Why? What's going down?
Because I heard you've been saying nasty stuff about me and my family, and also I'm paying £85 each visit, and all you're doing is fixing a spring. 2 hours later, I see that it's a toy.
Yeah.
And buying a Lego shop. I mean, I'm paying £85 for that. It's
Right. I see where this is going. I've been trying to tell you that you need a new sink.
No, I don't need a new sink. I need a new spring and some pliers to put them on. But you're a qualified plumber and you're not even doing that, fam.
Oh, so I'm apparently not doing my job properly. Is that what you're saying?
No, you're not, because if it breaks every 2 hours, I'm not happy with it. I have a family of 4 to feed. Things aren't going great right now, and I need, at least I want the kitchen to cook some food.
Look, I've got other jobs to go to as well, you know. Bearing in mind going into this other house down on Oakfield Avenue and doing a boiler and, you know, going down into other areas of Los Ashley's. I've got a lot to do. You know, listen, look, at the end of the day, I've got bigger jobs, alright? I can't be doing with pathetic pussies whining about little leaks in sinks, which probably isn't even that bad.
Do you want to come inside and see how bad it is?
Well, I mean, sure, I'll come in.
Look at this. I can't even walk in it.
Well, I'll give you a bath, save going upstairs.
Oh, go away.
Wow. And then I like how Martin's just like, oh, go away. What a thing to say though, like. Like in real, that is genuinely something that I would say in real though, that's the thing. Oh wow.
You have to fix this, and you don't even want to fix it, and you're a plumber.
I never said I don't want to fix it.
Hi.
So
I had to go find a mic. So.
Some other plumbers.
Yeah, I don't like people spraying nasty stuff about my family because they can't fix bloody
And where you hearing these rumours from then?
Stephen Smith.
Oh aye. Oh, okay then. Yeah.
You don't just
Well, you
get
know
out of
what?
my house. You don't have the privilege to get in my house. Get out of the
I'll
house.
be
Fine.
higher.
Fine, but I ain't coming back.
Yeah, get out.
And it was right, he didn't come back till about 40 episodes later when he had a scene in the gym.
I remember doing that scene.
No, look, Harvey, I've missed
I hurt
Greasy.
myself in that scene doing that.
Look, there's Martin again in the
I think that is the worst intro and whatever
honestly.
we've ever had for Park Drive. That ain't a bad intro, it's just like
wow.
the song.
NTV Turbo, that is like, it never even came. This is before Alton Pharmacy was Pills Pharmacy.
Pills can eat my pill.
Oh, do you know what I can't wait for? I can't wait to see the SBSC
Olivia,
advert. What?
I was trying
No.
to finish every sentence.
Oh, I can't wait for the SBSC advert because that's gonna be funny, isn't it, Ash? Hopefully, viewers will enjoy that. Let's see, how do I finish?
There's Martin again. There's Martin again. Now there's Jamie, look.
He's an idiot, he is. He needs to get a life.
Great, I should be a professional football player. I like my dad.
Billy Parsons' first scene.
Why bullying Jamie?
Oh crap! I think I
What?
hit the window.
Why bullying Jamie?
Right now.
Why am I bullying Jamie?
Sorry, sir.
I've never really spoke to him, but yeah.
Man's chasing me.
Oh, it's just because,
And I really can't be bothered to go
I
through
don't know.
all of this, like.
Oh, after
when
letting down
then
the
it ain't really a review of episode 1 then, if you can't be bothered to go through it.
All over it.
No, I'm joking, chill yourself, mate.
Yeah, but you know,
No, I don't
No,
know.
not really.
I have loads of things on here, really.
You should react to the first time that you dressed up as Mario for a Halloween party.
It's me, Mario. Oh, do you know, I should go as, next Halloween, I'm gonna go as Shirley.
Why?
Well, because she's dead.
Do you know how much that would really annoy Noreen?
What, going to Halloween as Shirley? Yeah, I know.
You could just picture that going down great, couldn't you? Next
I'd
day,
probably get a beating.
must into B.
What, Noreen, the old biddy?
Whoa!
Into B coming back.
Noreen is a strong and independent woman.
Yeah, she is. More strong than you.
No,
Yeah.
I'm scared of Noreen.
You can't be scared of Noreen. Noreen's cute.
Cute.
Cute in an old person way.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Harrison.
Just gotta
Noreen's
say,
an old biddy.
fuck. What did you just call my boss? So I'll come over there and slap you.
What the fuck is
An
going on with
old
this
biddy.
internet today?
She is my boss. You be careful
go.
right now.
AKA an old biddy.
Alright, I'm gonna leave the stream, guys, because right now I'm gonna get prepared to start the part drive. So, bye.